Hello, George. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing tonight? Just great, thanks. How are you?
So is this.
You gotta stand up and then I should raise, but you gotta stand up and do it.
Some days, right?
I keep a whole lot of hats in my car.
I need to put one in my car. I haven't thought of that.
Oh, yeah. Different outfits?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
well,
I got jeans, so.
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for September 9th, 2024.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Engaged? Motion carried. Approval of the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda, to approve the regular township board meeting minutes dated August 12th, 2024, to accept the treasurer's report as presented, to accept the assessment report for September 2024, to approve August 2024 bills. And then the payroll of August 2024 bills is general fund check 30357 through 30419, which includes the township bills and building monthly remittance checks. Total amount of township fire and police and building payrolls and bills for August 2024 is $256,748.71.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Engaged? Motion carried. County reports. Yes. Public time.
I'll apologize in advance if this is too loud. I'll try to turn it down quickly, but I wanted you to be able to hear it. Susan Huff, 5047 Blood Road, Metamora, Michigan. And in February, I submitted some complaints regarding the temporary flags that line M24. This is now September. They're still there. There's more of them. At the last planning commission meeting, a signing request came for the car wash. And I'd like you to hear what the planner, professional planner from Rowe that we pay for, had to say about that. Hang on to your ears just in case.
I noticed there looks to be about 6 flag or streamer signs that
professional opinion, I would not approve a new sign on a site that already has sign trouble. And then the planning commission went right ahead and approved the new sign and left those right there. We have a master plan, we have ordinances, those are a contract with the people in this community, and this board and the planning commission and the zoning board of appeals are having a lot of trouble showing us that they respect that contract. Shortly after that, Dan Miller wondered about just getting rid of the sign ordinance. Do we need a sign ordinance? Does every township have a sign ordinance?
Very good point. Yes, there absolutely are, but probably not in Lapeer County. I would say the ones that don't are the ones that don't even have planning commissions, which there are a handful of those. There's a lot of those around the state that just kind of give it up to the county. And then the ordinances are very unspecific and not encompassing. Like we have, like, I don't know how many ordinances we have in our township, but near 50, I'd say probably. In this county, so yes, there are.
Just out of curiosity, do you know those to see what they, how they're functioning or looking?
Yeah.
They're the ones that are very enforced.
Very good question. I don't, but I can tell you from just being a planner in this field, I bet it's a lot more signs than that. It's a lot of random residential or agricultural residential parcels where people just put up a sign, you know, they're selling eggs, whatever they're doing, and so I think it's pretty important to have it here for two reasons. We have the huge strip of 24, but then we also have this beautiful rural area, so we want to keep rural. So.
You hired that board, you appointed them, you paid the planner, you have a contract with the community. Please honor the contract and make this community the beautiful place we all want to live in. Thank you.
Here, Pacheco, Metamora still. So I want to say first, I appreciate that Chief Davis has tried to educate the public. I really do. But I think that's time to write some tickets because I saw somebody just again, like an hour ago, driving on the sidewalk in a golf cart. It's like at least the 20th time I've seen that guy violate the golf cart resolution. Last week there were 3 golf carts out after the curfew in 1 minute. That's what I saw as I was driving home from work again tonight. So please write some tickets. It endangers everybody. All right, yesterday I went to Art and Apples in Rochester, and I found myself looking far less at the art and far more at the safety integration of that event. And I was like delighted because I'm a dork about that kind of stuff. And then I compared that to what I saw at Metamora Country Days, all right? So yesterday in Rochester, I even saw, I'm pretty sure it was a fire marshal. If it wasn't, it was a high-ranking member of the fire department walking around, checking out safety, making sure the fire lanes were maintained. Like you could have, anywhere in that huge park, you could have gotten an ambulance in less than 2 minutes. So I was very impressed. And again, compare that to what happened at Country Days here, and widely panned as really awful and decreased. And I was really hoping you would do better, Chief Davis, but that's not what happened. And I hope you've had your war room little meetup to debrief and talk about what you can improve for next time. And it was the folks themselves, the chamber themselves, posted on their Facebook page. We had way too many cars in the field tonight that were not supposed to be there. They're talking about the launch field. And that is very dangerous with all the pedestrians, especially with little children scurrying about. And there were cars that people just decided to park their cars wherever, and they parked each other in. Yes, people were inventing places to park, and thus exiting was incredibly congested and borderline impossible. There were steel rods all over that field, there's snow fence. Those things don't happen in other places where events are done well because they're dangerous. I drove through at prime time. I had to go westbound to go to work, and there was no one directing traffic. I saw no one directing traffic later that evening. And there was a post on Facebook. I mean, this is a lot of pages of people talking about it, and it was people who observed and seemed to have knowledge, based on what they wrote here, of what would have been good safety procedures and good police procedures. And this is exactly why we need a fire marshal here, because no one has the knowledge here. I appreciate the willingness to learn. I got a sheet for you with some classes you could take, and I hope you take them all. And Dave, I saw you down there right before the parade. You were in a Kubota. I didn't see any trail stickers on that Kubota. You're going down the street, and that's illegal, sir. You have to have trail stickers outside.
I got trail stickers.
Okay, well, I just didn't see them then. Okay, forgive me then. But the township QTV was also out in the Balloon Launch Field. I saw it in the live stream. The officer was not wearing a helmet. Thank you.
Anyone else got anything on public comment? Fire department business. Go ahead.
Activity report for August of 2024. We had 34 calls for the month. It's another busy month. We had 12 fires, 17 medicals, 4 PIs, 1 meeting, 1 training, and 8 work reports. Moving on to the agenda, a couple things I had added that you guys don't have on your agenda. But starting off with, I would like to get permission to hire actually 2 new people. We had another application come in today that they're going to get interviews set up on. But one they're interviewing right now, Alicia Rowley, and then Trish Schaefer. So if I could, if the interviews both pan out, and I would like to put them on, I would like to get permission from the board, to put both of them on if I could.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion, if interviews go well and everything checks out as it should, that you may hire Alicia Raleigh and Trish Schaefer to the department.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
Thank you.
Motion carried.
Unfortunately, last month for the township board meeting, I was in Europe and the assistant chief Doug had to make the meeting. And there was some discussion about getting 3 quotes for the work that we want to do next door. So I have the 3 quotes. I just don't know how to proceed from here with them. 2 of them are about the same, and one's a few $1,000s more. So, and it's something we can discuss later. I don't know what we have to do at township board meeting.
I have a suggestion, just to give us a copy of the 3, so we can read them and see, compare, and then the next meeting, maybe we can vote on it. And that would be the best way, I think, because if we call another meeting, that's, so I think if we individually read them, compare,
I can definitely do that. I'll make copies tonight before I.
that's my suggestion, if that's okay with you, Dave.
That works.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I know, Assistant Chief Rand Levy brought up the FEMA grant that we got. We got that grant. It's one of, I think Kat wrote like 5 or 6, and I think we've gotten like 3 of them. This one is the one that we wanted to get, because it's worth the most amount of money, like $64,000 that we got awarded. And I know there was some, I don't know about confusion, maybe discussions, a better word to use, but what our match is or what we owe for that grant. We have a 10% match. So we're going to be like $6,400 in change. That's going to be our part that we have to pay for that grant. And that grant is going to go for a bunch of new equipment. I think 5 new radios and 2 gas meters, some hand tool axes and pry bars and all that kinds of stuff. So, does that clear up, or is there any confusion, or you guys need any more info on that? Or are we good with it?
Just from your budget?
Yeah, when the time comes, yeah, we'll for the budget and take care of that. We had, from the food shack over the Metamora Days weekend, we ended up profiting right around $7,500. And that's for about 6 hours of work on Friday and Saturday night. So we did really, really well. Part of that money, or all of that money, goes into the firefighters' account that we buy, flowers with, maybe buy some miscellaneous gear with, kind of whatever we want to buy with that, as long as the members approve it. And one of our members, Lieutenant Brian Bozigar, he's got stomach cancer. And he's been going through chemo for, probably a few months anyway. So we made to him, coming from that account to help with his medical bills and.
It's got nothing to do with us.
No, it does, I'm just kinda letting you guys know what we're using some of that money for that we raised, so some of it we're giving back to our family, right?
Yeah.
That's good, both of ours, so we got a check for $5,000 for him. And then, just to kind of update you, I've had our old set of jaws for sale for a long, long time. I finally sold them, I didn't get what I wanted to get out of them, but we sold them. And then what I'm gonna do is, the jaws that are gonna come off the engine, I'm gonna buy another battery-operated tool to go on that, so we're gonna have jaws on our engine too, so I did get them sold. But that's all I have for you, just kinda wanted to update you on a few things, so.
Yeah, if you can get those copies to us.
I have them right here, I'll get with Sue before I leave, and we'll make copies, and I'll give them to you guys.
Okay,
That's all I have, thank you.
Thanks. Police business.
Good evening. For the month of August 2024, we responded to 235 calls for service, 100 of those being traffic stops, 6 traffic offenses, 6 property damage accidents, 2 Carver Steer property damage accidents, which those will be on the rise here shortly with the weather changing, 4 personal injury accidents, 3 operating while intoxicated arrests, and 1 warrant arrest. To my right, he was here, Officer James Irish. That's our new hire for full-time that just started tonight. It's his first night. I wanted to introduce him to the board. He just got called out to a call, so he had to take off, but he was excited to meet you guys. For Metamora days, I don't have to report profit with the fire department. As a department, we worked 148 man hours in a 48-hour time period, which is 100 hours over a Friday and Saturday, on a normal, typical weekend. We had 7 explorers from the Lapeer County Sheriff's Office that helped us. They did 5 hours on Friday and 4 hours on Saturday. That's the kids that are in high school and the VOTEC program, and they were very, very helpful. No major issues or notable arrests during the event. A couple things that we had over the month. On Sunday the 25th, while on general patrol, Officer Irish conducted a traffic stop on Harley Davidson motorcycle without a license plate on 24 in Sutton Road. The motorcycle turned out to be stolen. It was stolen from our agency from a report I took back in 2018.
Oh my.
The case has been forwarded to the prosecutor's office, the charges pending. Another incident that I'm sure a lot of you are aware of, on Friday the 30th, we responded to the 3800 block in North Oak for a welfare check in the village. During the investigation, it was found that the homeowner who lived alone had his cell phone turned up since the 26th of August, which was Monday. He had not been seen since the 21st. He wasn't answering his door, all doors were locked, windows with blinds were drawn. Vehicle was parked in the driveway. We had a beeping line going off inside the house, possible carbon monoxide or something like that. We located a window on the back side of the property that was open, and Captain Dan Sobey from the fire department was able to come down, and he was little enough to get inside and unlock the door for us. We did find the homeowner deceased inside the residence. There was no carbon monoxide, no signs of foul play, and toxicology results are pending. I wanted to let you guys know and commend Captain Sobey for his assistance with the incident. The only other thing I have is I have a request to purchase 10 batteries for our mobile radios. It's for our prep radios here, in the amount of $2,135 from Procom. Most of our batteries are 5 to 8 years old, and they're not lasting half of our shifts anymore, which is a safety issue.
I can make a motion to approve the purchase of, looks like about $2,135 for the batteries.
Yep.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Can I ask him a question? to ordinary people, or is it just for,
No, there's a website you can get them right off of.
oh, really?
Yep,
Can you provide me with that? Because I think that's a good thing to
Yeah.
have in your home,
absolutely.
especially those bandages for stopping bleeding,
Yes.
you said.
Yeah.
Or, you know, at a church or something like that.
Yeah, I can get you the website.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right, thanks. Township business, I guess we got none.
No?
Board discussion, anything?
No?
Good.
I feel like there was probably a record amount of people at Metamora Days. And it was gorgeous. Well, before we adjourn,
Welcome.
welcome back. Go ahead.
Officer James Irish, this is the board, the